Well, welcome. Welcome to the 2023 School Sport Victoria Livestream team announcement for the School Sport Victoria Team Vic Football girls team. It's been an unbelievable few months in terms of trials and working their way through the process to be selected for the team. So very, very excited to be joining you today as MC in this live stream announcement. Before beginning our team announcement today, I'd just like to acknowledge country. I acknowledge the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, who are the traditional owners on the lands in which I live. But today I'm actually joining you and presenting from the Wadawurrung and Djadjawurrung lands near Ballarat. And I'd like to pay my respects to their elders, both past, present, and emerging, and including any that are joining us this afternoon on our live stream. It's been a really, really interesting process to get there, and tonight we're joined by a number of our officials and coaches, as well as a representative of Football Victoria. Before we begin, though, it'd be remiss of me not to talk about the Matildas and how they're performing. Obviously, a tough loss last night, but in Brisbane. But then, of course, if we go back to that amazing first game and that sold-out Sydney Olympic Stadium, and, of course, the highlight from a Team Vic perspective being a former member of Team Vic, Steph Catley, scoring the first goal and scoring that penalty, which was, it shows, I guess, to all of the young athletes out there, the opportunities that are available to you in the Team Vic program. The Team Vic program does provide a development pathway for Victoria's emerging student athletes. And what we see is that school sport plays an integral role in the development of students. And what it really does is acknowledge the abilities of students beyond the classroom, but also plays a really important role in showing that school sport really does make a difference in young people's lives. The Team Vic program is made up of 19 different sporting options, with over 48 teams competing on an annual basis at the School Sport Australia Championships. These championships occur all across the country, and each year we send away approximately 1,000 student athletes who are supported by close to 140 volunteer team officials, and we can't thank them enough for the work that they do, and we're very lucky tonight to be joined by two of our team officials. This year saw a significant increase in the number of trialists for the girls' soccer program, and the 12-year and under girls team made a return this year in terms of their trialist numbers to the numbers that we saw pre-COVID, so going back all the way to 2019. This year we had 208 students trial in total to take one of the places up in the team. And firstly, I'd just like to acknowledge that even just by registering to trial and progressing through, even if you didn't make it through the first stage, or if you made it to the final stage, you've achieved a goal that's really held by so many students across the state. Some of you are about to go on and be announced in the team, and for that, I congratulate you. But for those who haven't been selected, please don't be discouraged. This is, use your achievement of getting to this point and even having the courage just to register and show your skills. Use that as a positive reminder to keep working hard in both your community and school sport. Listen carefully to the advice of your coaches, and also to stay motivated and ready for the next opportunity, whether that be through Team Vic or through our partnership with Football Victoria. Speaking of Football Victoria, they're amazing supporters of our program. And today we're joined online by a member of Football Victoria, Brad Atherwood, and he's going to come online in just a second. And he's going to be able to talk to us about the support they've provided for our amazing student athletes. Hey, Brad, how are you?
Hey there, I'm going well. How are you?
Oh, that's really, really good. Brad, I'm hoping that you'd be able to say a few words, I guess, about Football Victoria's perspective on this team that's about to be announced, and also maybe just more broadly where women's football is at in Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I'd just like to echo your thoughts, and I suppose making it to this stage is a hugely, hugely successful goal for all the girls that are online today, and for the ones that have been participating in the trials going forward too. So, regardless if your name is or isn't called today, on behalf of Football Victoria, we want to wish you all a really big congratulations on where you've made it to so far. Like we say, don't be disheartened. It just means that it's another challenge, I suppose, going forward, and with all challenges, amazing things can happen too. So see it in the right light. And of course, congratulations to the ones that have been selected today. From Football Victoria's perspective, we've really gotten active in the school space over the last 2 years, which has been hugely, hugely successful. And we've been able to activate a lot of girls' schools, a lot of co-ed schools, obviously, too. And really get out there and shine the light on girls football. I think it's a beast that's just starting to be unwoken and really can go further and further. And all of you girls are the ones that I suppose are carrying on that legacy from our perspective at Football Victoria. So we're hugely, hugely grateful that you've decided to give this sport a go and that you're enjoying your participation in it as well. So we just want to say on behalf of everyone at Football Victoria, all the staff and board, a huge congratulations and really the best of luck. We've got a gender equity goal at Football Victoria where we're hoping to achieve the equity of 50-50 by 2027. And you girls doing what you're doing today and what you have been doing so far this year really contributes a long way to that, because you're inspiring other girls to play more football as well. And that's what it's all about for us, is repeat participation. And we really hope in some way, shape or form that you continue to go on in different pursuits from today. So again, just a huge congratulations, because it is such an achievement to make it to the stage that you all have done so far. From our perspective, we're thrilled to see the participation in this Team Vic program. And speaking on behalf of the partnership with SSV and Football Victoria, it's so amazing to connect the two organisations, because we can just do a whole lot broader work across all the girls and boys that play the football game as well. So it's really, really great to be on board here today. Excited to see how the next half an hour goes as well. And like we say, please take it for what it is today. And there's always more participation opportunities going forward. So congratulations to everyone, and thanks very much for having me online tonight.
No, and thanks for the words there, Brad, and in particular on behalf of School Sport Victoria, just a really big thank you for the support that Football Victoria do provide, whether that's access to facilities or equipment for the trials and training that's about to take place, as well as the financial contribution that Football Victoria make to our organisation. As you say, we have a really strong partnership, and we're really looking forward to seeing some strong results. Winning's not everything, but it sure does help to be competitive. So yeah, again, on behalf of School Sport Victoria, Brad, thank you very much for your support.
No, thank you very much. And I'm glad to see that it's all going towards great things with the girls getting involved and playing. And yeah, like we said, just well done to everyone throughout this whole process, and really wish you all the success going forward as well.
All good, Brad. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I might now bring on Laura Ellis and Annika Harris, who are the coaches of the 12 and under girls football team. Welcome, Laura and Annika. Thanks for joining us online this afternoon. I know it's been a busy few months, but how did the trial process go from your perspective?
Thanks, Andrew. We've really loved the trial process this year. I've been involved with Team Vic for about 10 years now, and I'd have to say this year was one of the biggest trial processes we've had, with the amount of players coming in and trialling, and it was just absolutely fantastic to see so many girls being involved in the trials. And I guess the standard being so high too. I know Stuart and Brendan, the coaches, were really challenged, especially in the last trial, to pick the team because the quality was so high. It was really tricky to select those final 24 players.
That's great. And in terms of looking ahead to the championships, any comments about what you're expecting when we get to those in October?
Oh, I mean, we're expecting a pretty high standard of football based on what we've already seen. I think already we've seen just overall a really good attitude from the girls, and already seen girls really coming together and really supporting each other. So that's probably the biggest thing we've seen already through the trials. And we haven't even had our trainings yet. So that's pretty exciting. I've only done it for a couple of years, so I don't know in terms of other states, in terms, what they'll be bringing. But I know obviously we'll bring our A game and work really hard. And, last year I really enjoyed it out in Perth. And I think it'll be really great.
And it's great it's going to be in Melbourne this year as well, to get to hopefully have some success on our home state.
No, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And I guess what it does provide is an opportunity for lots of our families as well, and perhaps people who didn't make the team, but a chance to get along and see some of the matches and support the Team Vic program.
Yeah,
I guess we've probably delayed enough. They've heard enough from me, and but I might hand it over to you guys, Laura and Annika, and get you ready to announce those teams.
Absolutely. And as we said before, like Stuart and Brendan are sorry they can't be on here to help as well, but they've both got their coaching commitments tonight that they couldn't be there for, but they're so excited to get started with the teams and get into some training.
Yeah. And as we read out the names, just we're going to try our best to pronounce the names. There are a couple of first and last names that are a little bit more challenging, so bear with us. But
and we apologise if we do get it wrong. Okay. So without further ado, I think we'll get into the first one. So congratulations to Alexia Duff. You really worked hard throughout the midfield during all the trial matches, and we were really impressed by you. Congratulations, Sophie McCaffrey. We have loved seeing the improvement and growth that you have made from last year to now and can't wait to see how you go this year. Alexian Branov, despite being unwell during the trials, you really showed excellent persistence and dedication. Olive Kerr, you're a really strong and consistent player throughout all of the trials. Lucy Bray, you overcame an injury to show us what a solid player you will be, and we can't wait to see you, how strong you can be. Daisy Murata, a really strong defender who showed excellent skills at our trials. Violet Smith, a really solid and reliable player who was an absolute rock in defence. Lara Karaman, we were super impressed by your performance up front during the trials. Can't wait to see some goals from you during the games. Violet Hall, you consistently showed hard work and dedication throughout the trials. Alyssa Gozo, you had an excellent attitude through all the matches, and we're excited to see you shine during the tournament. Betty Ferrante, during the trials, you showed us power and your scoring ability. Evie Stozic, she was our captain in last year's team, and we're so excited when we saw you back at the trials this year and to see what you do at the tournament. Amelie Pouzet, you showed strength up front and created many goal opportunities. Francesca Healy, an emergency for last year's team who showed great persistence throughout the trials, and we're so happy to see you back. Pass over to Annika now.
Zoe Jarvis showed her ability to control games, linking defence to attack. Congratulations. Marina Trevisiel managed to display her qualities in a number of positions. That's really awesome work. Lily Varela, we really liked the leadership that you showed out in the field by encouraging all the other trialists, and obviously the girls in your team did really well. Madison Denise, excited to see her cause defence problems with her energy, really putting pressure in that area, which is awesome to see. Ivana Ferrer, yeah. It's a very technical player who has a high level of football intelligence, so congratulations, Ivana. Eva Crook continuously put pressure on the opposition, creating goal-scoring opportunities. Evalia Athanasiou continues. We had her last year, and she did an excellent job last year, and she's continuously showed a positive and friendly attitude through these trials as well, working hard in the back line. So it's great to see her come back. Olivia Impala, congratulations. She showed composure when under pressure in the goals. Zoe Vagius was a pocket rocket who we are super excited to see what magic she brings to the tournament. Selena Danilis was a strong and reliable goalkeeper. So congratulations. For our emergencies, we've got Iris Wood. It was a tough decision overall to pick our emergencies. We really obviously wanted to pick these girls, and we think that these girls will be excellent, as emergencies, and we really want to congratulate them for all of their efforts as well. We're really impressed with them. So we've got Iris Wood, Cara Phillips, and Zara Redzipovic. So congratulations to all the players that have been selected. We can't wait to start working with you all in the lead up to the tournament.
Oh, thanks, Laura and Annika. What an exciting afternoon that must be for a number of our students and their families. I'm sure sure they're jumping around their living room or their kitchen bench at the moment and really celebrating being selected. And I know that whilst there's a lot of success stories here and things to celebrate, there may be a number of young girls out there who are very disappointed. Would either of you have any comments or words that you'd like to share with them?
Yeah, I guess I know it's all right to, feel a bit disappointed that you're not in the team. And as we said earlier, the standard was so high. I guess, as we said to you a couple of times during the trial process, this isn't it. There are going to be so many more opportunities throughout your football career. There are players who missed out, in the 12 years teams, and there's been lots of those happening over the Team Vic experience where people have missed out at some point and then have gone on to, prove everyone wrong and say, I can make it. So I think I just say, keep going, keep, really training hard and working hard in your football. And we look forward to you, doing great things in the future.
Yeah, I think I grew up playing soccer, and I remember playing at these girls' age. And I think, these things, you may not make every single team that you go for, or, win the premiership or win trophies and medals and so on, but you use it as a motivator to keep going and, set yourself goals, achievable goals. And I think overall we've been so impressed, and I think no matter what, be so proud of yourself, even, coming, as you said, whether the first trials or making it through to the last one, it was just so impressive. So there's a takeaway from it for, I think, hopefully for everyone.
Absolutely, Laura and Annika. I completely agree. And, throughout Team Vic's history, whilst we have a number of successful alumni, such as Steph Catley, we also have a number of athletes across different sports who haven't made the Team Vic team, whether that be at the 12 years and underage group or even one of the other age groups. There's a few examples that spring to mind. Sophie Taylor, who's now currently a professional hockey player. She's part of the Hockey Rouge. She's been to the Olympic Games. She missed Team Vic at both the 12 years and under 16 years level. Another one that jumps to mind is the current Carlton footballer, Sam Walsh. He was a number 1 draft pick in 2018. He's one of Carlton best and fairest. He's finished, I think, 4th in the Brownlow medal. He's been an All-Australian player. He wasn't selected for Team Vic for football at either the 12 years or 15 years age group. So couldn't echo your thoughts anymore, Laura and Annika, that certainly whilst it may be disappointing not to make this team, there's certainly pathways for you. And whether that's coming back at one of the older age groups or engaging in the Football Victoria's pathways and enjoying your community and school sport, that's actually the main thing. And that's once you've got that enjoyment there and you're listening to your coaches and you're working on your skills and getting that feedback, and hopefully we see you back again in a few years if you unfortunately didn't make this year's team. But again, this afternoon is also about celebrating those who did make the team, and we congratulate them. And I know that details will be coming out to families very, very soon about training and uniforms and all that sort of regular team business. And we keep working towards the championships that we're hosting in October. So Laura and Annika, we'll bid you a fond farewell, and I know that you'll be working really hard with all of the girls. To everyone that is watching the live stream this afternoon, thank you for joining us. School Sport Victoria, we couldn't do this without Football Victoria's support, and we thank Brad for jumping online as well. And just on behalf of School Sport Victoria, really do wish the 12 years and under girls football team the very best of luck at the championships. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. See ya.